Stop these habits before it's too late. Have you ever thought that sleeping a lot means you're taking good care of your health? It sounds logical. More rest should be good for your body, right? But the truth is, that's not always the case. Some people claim to sleep up to 12 hours a day, thinking they're doing the right thing, when in reality, they could be seriously harming their health. Multiple studies have shown that regularly sleeping more than 8 hours is linked to an increased risk of heart disease, obesity, and diabetes. And if that wasn't enough, there's also a 30% higher risk of early death among people who oversleep. In other words, sleeping too much could actually shorten your life. Research shows a strong correlation between excessive sleep and various health problems. Oversleeping doesn't just leave you feeling groggy, it can have a real impact on your physical and mental health. And while we often hear about the dangers of not getting enough sleep, the opposite problem tends to be overlooked. Most adults need between 7 and 9 hours of sleep each night. Still, over 35% of people don't get enough rest. But here's the surprising part: between 5% and 10% of people regularly sleep too much, falling into a habit that can be just as harmful as sleep deprivation. We know that a lack of sleep can affect memory, mood, immune function, and overall health. But what many people don't realize is that sleeping more than necessary can also have serious consequences on the body. Most people think of sleep as the ultimate form of self-care. We hear it all the time: get your rest, listen to your body, sleep is healing. And yes, sleep is essential, but what if you're sleeping too much? It might sound strange, but oversleeping can be just as dangerous as sleep deprivation. It's not just about feeling groggy or unproductive. We're talking about real, measurable health risks that increase the more time you spend in bed. Studies have linked long sleep durations, especially more than 9 hours per night, to a higher chance of developing chronic illnesses. Conditions like cardiovascular disease, stroke, and even depression are all more common among people who oversleep. In fact, some research suggests that too much sleep may negatively impact brain function over time. And here's something shocking: people who consistently sleep more than they need are at a higher risk of dying prematurely. It's not just correlation. There's growing evidence that excess sleep may play a role in worsening your overall health. So why does this happen? When you oversleep, your body's natural circadian rhythm can get disrupted. Hormonal imbalances can occur, your metabolism slows down, and your energy levels actually drop even if you spend 10 or 12 hours of sleep. Millions of people oversleep regularly, not because their body needs it, but because of poor sleep quality, depression, or other underlying issues they might not even be aware of. And that's the real danger: oversleeping often hides deeper problems. It's not always about being lazy or tired. Sometimes it's a signal from your body that something's off. Too much sleep isn't just a bad habit, it can be a warning sign. That's why it's important to understand your sleep patterns and listen to your body, not just hit the snooze button out of routine. When we think about sleep, most people focus on quantity. Get 8 hours, they say, as if that's the magic number for everyone. But the truth is, how you sleep matters just as much as how long you sleep. Sleep isn't a single block of rest. It's made up of cycles: light sleep, deep sleep, and REM, and the quality of your rest depends on completing these cycles properly throughout the night. That's why 7 hours of uninterrupted high-quality sleep can be far better than 9 hours of tossing and turning. One of the most important things we can do is keep a consistent sleep schedule. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends, trains your internal clock. This makes it easier to fall asleep, wake up naturally, and feel alert during the day. Another key factor is your environment. A cool, dark, quiet room helps signal your body that it's time to wind down. Blue light from phones or TVs can delay melatonin production, making it harder to fall asleep. That's why experts recommend turning off screens at least 30 minutes before bed. Then there's what you do before you sleep. Eating heavy meals, drinking caffeine late in the day, or even scrolling through social media can all mess with your ability to fall into deep, restorative sleep. Your nighttime routine matters a lot more than people think. And here's something you might not expect: your mindset before bed can influence your sleep quality too. Going to sleep stressed or anxious can trigger shallow sleep or even insomnia. That's why meditation, journaling, or simply disconnecting from stressors can make a real difference. It's time we stop treating sleep like a one-size-fits-all number. How we sleep, the timing, the habits, the mindset affects everything from our mood to our memory to our immune system. We need to move beyond just counting hours and start building better habits around rest. We're diving deep into sleep, not just how much you need, but how to do it right. Because when it comes to your health, sleep is not just a break, it's a foundation. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. There's a lot more content waiting for you, from how drinking too much water can actually harm your body to what happens when you push your workouts beyond healthy limits. Check out the rest of the videos and let us know in the comments what topic you'd like to see next. Take care, have a good one, and see you in the next video.